आपको ऑलराउंडर इमाद वसीम, क्योंकि उन्होंने पब्लिक की ये स्टेटमेंट और उनकी एहलिया सानिया अशफाक के दरमियान इख्तलाफात बहुत अरसे से चल रहे थे और सोशल मीडिया पे एक ज़रा ड्रामा भी इस सिलसिले में लगा रहता था। अब उनकी तलाक होने वाली है।
All right, welcome back. Welcome back to Spill the Chai. It's
Episode
me,
2.
LT. Episode 2, yes. And I'm here with my co-host, Chirya,
Yes.
who has an interesting photo today because she's having some tech issues, but I kind of like it. I dig it.
We're going to clown the clowns.
Yeah, dude, this is a hilarious picture. Where did you get this?
Pinterest.
Of all places. All right. Well, today we're discussing this fool, right? This clown. We should have a name for him. He's like a next level of evil. Unfortunately, a lot of men are like this. But yeah, we're discussing this guy and all the fiasco surrounding him, all the hurt he's caused. And yeah, you want to get into it, Chutiya?
Yeah. So this dude, I think many Pakistanis might know him, especially if you're into cricket and all of that. I'm not personally, and I don't think you are either. So I had to do like some research on this dude. So he's 37 years old. So at his big old age, he's still just clowning around. And I was really surprised when I was researching him because he's originally from Wales, but then he moved to Pakistan when he was pretty young. And there wasn't anything too special. He was like, cricket is my passion. He changed from medicine to do cricket. Seems like an okay cricket player. I don't know if like I don't think he's like super famous, but he's all right. He's all right. And he got married to this lady who is very important to this story. Her name is Sania, and they got married in 2019. And I didn't really find much about her or her background apart from the fact that she's from the UK and they have 3 kids as of now. So, you know, he seemed pretty chill, like nothing too out of the ordinary. Well, unless like you dig deeper into him, then you'll find some stuff. So the whole controversy started because in December, him and his wife released like 2 statements saying that they were going to separate. And his statement very like he kind of didn't really care. He was like, oh, due to repeated conflicts that could not be resolved over the past few years, I have filed for divorce. He also mentioned that if, you know, any defamation is involved, then, you know, he will take legal action. His ex was a bit more heartbroken. She had a three slides of her message. And she was like, oh, I have endured emotional torment, mistreatment, abortion. And she said that the truth will emerge. So on her side, essentially, it seems like there's more to the story than what he's saying. And then here's the kicker. Here is where like everything goes super, super, super duper viral. His ex posts his wedding video in February. They get divorced in December. Like the statements were released in December, and he gets married in February. And that's when the internet was like, what the F? Like, what the F is happening? And then he didn't immediately address it. He instead posted about him getting picked up by some cricket team. And she made like videos saying that she got an abortion because of him.
December 2023 में मेरा ज़बरदस्ती abortion करवाया गया. This was not my choice and it caused me severe physical, emotional trauma.
He should not be getting picked up by any cricket team.
I respectfully request Islamabad United to seriously review this matter and take action accordingly to your rules and values.
And then on top of that, when he did respond, he said something like, oh, she's not letting me see my kids. I'm very happy with Nyla. She's who is the lady in question, by the way, the third party.
Yeah.
And, my ex is not letting me see my kids. But then, the ex-wife, but she posted further screenshots of asking him to come and see their baby in the UK. And he was like, don't contact me. Tell your family
Yeah.
to not contact me. And then,
He's so freaking disgusting.
yeah. And the lore on him is pretty deep because in 2017, there was an Afghan lady who came out to warn like other women against him. So he apparently was flirting with her, was telling her like, "Oh, I'm gonna get married to you."
You're discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body. Why? Yeah. Hey, bada. Mwah. Rasha, chummi de chummi. Mada. I'm on flight, mada. Mwah. That's your sex. You just say it, baby. You don't give it to me. Give it to me, baby. Give your sexy body to me. Oh, can't wait.
But then he was just trying to get in her pants, and then once he achieved his goal of doing that, he dipped. So this was in
Yeah.
2017, and then he got married.
Damn.
And then mid of last year, June 2025, he was seen with his now wife. So he was seen with Nyla, who is like this influencer slash lawyer in, I think, London or the UK or somewhere. And,
Yeah.
people were like, oh, what are they doing? What's happening?
Mm-hmm.
And basically, she denied everything. She was like, nothing is happening between us. And her friend, but then they got married, right? And then her friend was basically saying, this lady called Sanya, I've noticed a significant influx of messages concerning Nyla's wedding. To clarify, I am not her spokesperson and cannot respond to all questions. The extensive social media attention surrounding her and Imad has unfortunately misrepresented the situation. Despite being the innocent party, Nyla faced undue blame following what was merely a fan interaction. Consequently, she felt compelled to marry Imad due to the social media driven humiliation and the resulting questions about her reputation. And as of now, Imad has sent a legal notice to his ex regarding the abortion claims. He's saying that he didn't force her to have an abortion. It was just because of doctor's orders, traveling, and all of this. So that's honestly like the general gist of it. And, what do you think?
Dude, it's all disgusting. I mean, the way that this is currently, like, the way it's played out and the way that they're trying to cover their asses is
Mm-hmm.
hilarious, right? They
Yes.
just took it out of PTV's playbook. They're like, the reason we had to get married was because of you guys. You guys made us look like there was something going on, and we just, what about my reputation? What about everything? It's like, those shows are ridiculous, but you're more ridiculous because you're actually doing this in real life. It's kind of crazy to me. And there was like a comment that somebody sent me, which was like 6 months ago. What would
Mm-hmm.
6 months ago be? From today would have been in September.
Right. Yeah.
And when were they spotted outside?
I
Like
saw as early
in
as June.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 6 months ago, Nyla was responding to a comment on social media, and someone sent this in. They were like, one of my followers was lurking and found this comment, and she's like talking about how you shouldn't bring children into um don't bring your children into the world just to kaboo your husbands. um and I found her to already start like slowly manipulating, leaving comments here and there. There's probably more out there, but I
Mm-hmm.
cannot stand this girl. So I can't put myself through looking through all of her comments, but someone sent this to me where she's like literally like, children are not tools to keep a husband bound. They deserve love and stability and a healthy environment. Well, who is the person who's kind of wrecking that healthy environment? It's you. And I'm not
Mm.
saying like I'm not going to sit here and say Nyla's the reason for their divorce, right?
Mhm.
There might be other things going, and at the end of the day, it is him. He is responsible for it. He is the reason that they are divorced today. And it's either going to be Nyla or it's going to be some other girl. But she deserves 100% of the hate that she's getting. And you know what? If Nyla just like was just quiet, I probably wouldn't care so much. But the way she's defending herself, and 6 months ago she was setting the stage for this, to literally start already trying to imply that Sanya is somehow the problem and that she's using her children to control Imad, and even saying stuff like don't you're telling your husband not to meet with his parents, and I just find that so gross because
Mm.
it's not your fucking place, girl. um she's disgusting. I But to get into just like this, the timeline is kind of messy. But then when you look at it like straight as like you're just viewing the basic big major points,
Mhm.
it's not messy. It's very simple. They were seen out. They were doing things. Obviously, they said they weren't doing those things. Suddenly, we just jumped to divorce, and even
Mm.
the divorce posts that they made, I mean, everything, it's pretty clear when you read them, how hurt one person is and how unaffected the other is. And then you jump to, and when was she pregnant that he denied seeing her baby? This was in July. Well,
Well,
damn.
she
This
so
is
she
before their divorce. It says that the induction is for the 5th of July. So the 5th of July is when, she's asking him to come for the induction. And then around the same time, Nyla is making comments that you're trying to use your children to control your husband. I mean, you can't make this shit up. That's vile.
so in induction means like she's giving birth.
Yeah, it's like a scheduled delivery. You
Okay,
can
so
be induced.
so she was probably gonna give birth. She gave birth in July basically, and he was seen with her also in the UK in June 2025.
That's so messed up, dude. That's
That's
so messed up.
so messed
And
up.
then this message that he sent her, he literally just says he will be here this Saturday. She's not harassing him, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
She's literally sent him like the induction letter or whatever email she has from the hospital. Did send him another message before that. Yeah, all she's saying is the hospital is inducing me early this weekend because the stress is affecting the baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my god. Let's stop this, please, not for me but for the kids. I want you to be here at the hospital when the baby's born. I want you to hold your son first. That's your right and your responsibility as a father. Usk masum ka kya kasur. If you decide to come, please let me know. You will be the only one allowed beside me, no one else. If not, and I will be going in completely alone at the hospital. And he literally sends her like this is what I'm imagining. This guy goes on ChatGPT, says, "Chat, write me the most asshole legal jargon douchebag message you could write to my wife." And I'm just, oh, this is so bad. So, you know what I think?
Awful.
I think that message, that comment that Nyla made, where you're using your children to manipulate your husband,
Mm-hmm.
I think the bitch is talking about these text messages. I mean,
100%.
this
100%.
is not, yeah, this is not her manipulating her freaking husband, who's also the father of her child. It's
Mm.
literally her telling her douchebag dead, I'm gonna call him a deadbeat dad. At that point you are a deadbeat dad because you are having to, first of all, when you're an active father in your kids' lives, you don't need to be notified of the induction like this. You know when
Mm.
your baby is going to be born. So the fact
Right.
that she's sending this message even in the first place is alarming and tells me that he's a deadbeat dad. And then his response to this and whatever he's telling his side chick, because let's be real, she's a side chick. Okay,
Mm,
he could have done with this with anybody, but Nyla, you chose to be that person, so you are the side chick. Whatever he told her, she already obviously saw these messages, and nowhere inside this woman's heart is there no like. I feel like here's the thing: as a mom, I'm a mom of three, and my sister has no children, and she's not like she wants to have kids, but she's not like I've always felt like I wanted to be a mom in my life, but I don't think she
mm-hmm.
has that feeling. But
Right.
with my children, she changes their diapers, she takes care of them, she feeds them. Now that they're older, she'll take them out for fun and stuff. I feel like every woman has like a small motherly instinct inside them,
Mm-hmm.
and you feel, and I think this is not just women, but every human beings in general, you have empathy for children at least. This chick has no empathy at all. Cuz
Mm-hmm.
it for like yeah, and I would say don't even forget the children, just have empathy with another woman. Like you have
Right.
so much hate in your heart that you will be like, "Oh, look, she's telling you to show up for your baby's birth. She's manipulating you. Stay with me."
100%. 100%. And
So gross.
I don't want to say anything that's false, but apparently, Nyla was married before, and the Chiryas on Reddit, they be saying that she also stole someone else's husband then too.
Dude, I always feel like who could these people be?
Hmm.
Who's out there being this vicious and malicious? But the fact of the matter is, as we grow up, we start to see people like this in our everyday
Mm-hmm.
lives that are homewreckers, and I personally know a lot of them. There's one of my mom's really good friends, and her husband, so basically her brother's wife. So her sister-in-law, her husband, this uncle that I've known my whole life, he started to have an affair with his sister-in-law,
Damn.
and they literally caused so much problem for everybody. And the two, her ex-husband, he's her ex-husband now, and her sister-in-law, they were living without Nika together, doing everything together. He was taking care of her children, the sister-in-law's kids, and they were doing everything they could to defame my mom's friend, the auntie that I know, the sweetheart, who's done nothing wrong. And that's what these people are. These people you'll see them in your everyday lives. But
Mm,
this guy, Imad Wasim, he's not the first, and he certainly won't be the last. And his side chick, who's now given the honor of being his wife, which I guess if you're the wife of a piece of shit, it's not really an honor anyways. But
mm.
um,
I
these
think,
people are everyday people, things in our
yeah,
lives.
I think what makes it worse is the loudest people in the room usually become the people with the most to hide. So with Nyla being like this lawyer, influencer, a women power, like that whole bullshit. Um,
Yeah.
she kind of became a bit symbolic to women. And like there are some reels that she made. Oh, if any of my friends' husbands like, mess around, then they know that they can call me. I don't know if you've seen that.
Oh my God,
And
no, I haven't.
yeah, but
Goddamn.
it's floating somewhere around. And it's always the people who constantly yap so much that are making up for something internally. They have something lacking. And people can say that he's horrible, and I do feel like he is getting his basically because the comments under his IG posts are so funny. They're like, na acha cricketer, na acha bop, na acha insult,
Yeah.
lana tumper. So like, but then at the same time, I can 100% understand why the wife is gunning for her and not so much as her ex directly. Because you just never want to believe that a woman is going to do that to you. And I was recently in the situation where I thought a woman did this to me, and the rage the rage that I felt is so real. Like, of course, I also, just ladka ne mere saath dhoka kiya. I also did his bestie, but the rage that you feel towards the third party is crazy because there's a very high chance that you can't do anything about it. Your ex, you can like fuck him up, you can mess him up, you can do whatever you want to him. Nobody's gonna know what you're doing to him behind the scenes. But the third party, the chances of you being able to do something to them is so low and it just drives you crazy. So I believe that's why she's so angry with that third
I
party.
understand that. Yeah. And I think that they should both be equally held accountable. I really do think
Yeah,
that.
I
Some people
agree.
are always like, focus on the woman, focus on the man, he's the one who did it. But I think it could be 50-50, you know? Yeah, the man, but certainly also the woman. I mean, yeah, it could be any woman, but she's the one who did it, and who's going to hold her accountable? And I
Hmm.
just looking over her stupid ass post where she's announcing her marriage, and I'm like, I just cannot. I can't. Her constant these people that constantly like to bring up Allah in their posts or in
In
the
their
way that they,
sins, in their gunas.
yeah, excuse their gunas, they're the people that irk me the most. And like literally, oh my god, if this were me, you know how you're saying how you feel rage?
Hmm.
I'm feeling rage like seeing this chick talk about her children. She says, if Allah reunites us with His children with the consent of everyone involved, I will welcome them with an open heart. I will care for them, love them, and raise them with kindness, respect, and responsibility alongside Him. Like literally, that shit is pissing me off so bad because if I were Sanya and I saw that, I'd literally be like, don't bring up my kids. Kids, I feel like, here's my thing. To sum it up, this is what I feel like. She's weaponizing the children
Mm-hmm.
against their mother, okay? And they're using children as a way to vilify this man when the receipts are already out there,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
The abortion receipts, I'm not sure if there's like anything clear cut about it, but I believe her. All right, just
Mm-hmm.
my personal thing. I don't know what's happened with that. And as the story is gonna play out, we'll get more information. I'm sure of it. The abortion thing came out, and then also the receipts about him not wanting to come and see his baby the birth of his child.
Mm.
It's so simple, and you're talking about protecting them and welcoming with an open heart, bitch. I'm just like baffled that you could say this shit because you want to welcome them into the home that you broke.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes. And it's just so irritating because, okay, fine, you had issues with your wife. You say, I've been like, because in one of his posts, he was like, I went through a lot. We had a lot of issues that, okay, yeah, but what does that have to do with your kids? Go see your kid in the hospital. What is wrong with you?
Exactly.
Where are your morals? Like the more success people get, the more fame, like bunny quotes, they
Yeah.
get, they think they're the shit. Like you did not fall from the sky, my brother. You're just a human being. Just because you play cricket on some dirty field does not mean like you get to cheat and you get to ignore your kids. Like, and so many people cheat these days, and it is so normalized.
It is
And it
normalized.
pisses me off so much. Like,
I know.
dude, you don't have respect for your wife? You know what? We can somehow look over that because of how normalized it is. But the fact that you do not even bother to go and see your kids, you deadbeat ass piece of low life cricket playing shit.
A deadbeat dad. And you're talking about respecting his wife. I'm gonna say, okay, F his wife because he clearly doesn't like her, right? You had issues in your marriage, right? But you
Mm,
have no respect for yourself. Okay, he
yes.
doesn't have he doesn't respect himself. Because
Yes,
any
that's it.
self-respecting man wouldn't do this.
Yes, that's right.
Any self-respecting father of now 3 children wouldn't do this. And
Yeah,
I just cannot with this stupid hose wedding post. Beautiful
embarrassing.
wedding. Dirty, disgusting, ugly people.
Like at the end of the
Ugly
day,
people.
you gotta live and die with your morals. Your morals are the only thing that will decide the type of things you're gonna do in your life. Your morals are the only thing. Because if you don't have morals, if you don't have values, you are like a broken record, like you're never gonna come on the right path.
Dude, she's freaking rage baiting us.
She
She's rage
this
baiting.
woman is like she she wants to be Miss Influencer. She saw this rich F-boy cricketer. I'm sure because I'm so sure he has cheated on his wife multiple times.
Hmm.
He just has that horrible vibe about him and all
Yeah.
of the things that came out about him in like 2017 with that Afghan lady. He clearly was cheating on his wife. Okay, not clearly, but allegedly cheating on his wife for a really long time. But he found someone who knew how to trap him. इसको बहुत
Yeah.
अच्छे अच्छे तरीके से पता है मैं इसको कैसे फंसाऊंगी.
Yeah. Yeah. And Chirya, the thing is, for women like this, you lose them the way you got them. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so Nyla, you did this, but you're going to be humiliated the same way, and maybe it won't be for the rest of the world to see. Maybe it will be, but she will certainly know about it. But I think for girls like this that are just after clout, they don't care what their husbands are doing. It's some form in their mind. They might have already come to terms with the fact that yeah, my husband will cheat on me, and that's normal in the industry that he's a part of. That's what I feel about just about like Pakistani media, or not just Pakistan, here in the US, Hollywood, Bollywood, it's all the same. Obviously, Imad is just a cricket player, but he's gained some notoriety, right? He had that interview with what's her name? You sent it to
Samina
me.
Peerzada.
Yeah, I hate that chick, but
I think very differently. I respect women like like because they're more nicer than men. They're more honest than men. Because it's in their nature. So they're superior to men then in that sense. So I think I respect women a lot.
I mean, he said it, not me.
What is it with like all these women who are called Sanya getting married to cricketers and then getting fucked over?
You know what? Yeah, when I heard about this, I was like, this has happened before. Something like this already happened. And I can't even remember what was the other one.
Tanya Mirza and Shoaib Malik
Yeah, that
and
shit was.
Sana Javed.
Oh yeah, dude, I
That was
hate Sana Javed.
crazy.
These people, Sana Javed could definitely be someone to talk about on this because, dude, why does she still keep getting work? The lore on her, the backstory on Sana Javed and how horrible she is crazy.
Mm,
But it just made me
definitely.
think, like I'm so stupid because I was trying to hold the Laswal-ish people accountable, which they're nothing, they're nobody. And they didn't get held. Like nobody cares. They're still getting work, but that's the way it goes. In the industry, if you're a terrible person, nobody cares. They're more likely going to get more work. So this cricketer, he's still going to be playing cricket. He's still going to be a big name in that
Mm-hmm.
world. But honestly, cricket isn't this guy's claim to fame. I know him from this, so I didn't know anything about him. But I'm just, dude. She's back to what I was saying. She's rage baiting us, the Styla chick, because what is this fuck ass caption? Lordship. She tags Imad Wasim and then has that like salute emoji. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. And then I don't know if you probably saw this, or she says, second chances aren't just risks. Sometimes they're blessings written by Allah.
Mm-hmm.
Thapar मारना चाहती हूँ इसको. Like, I just want to smack the shit out of her.
I mean,
You are such a rage baiter.
this is how things work in Pakistan, right? Like they use God to justify everything. What's new?
Yeah.
What's new over here?
Yeah, dude, it's just like I see this happening a lot, and like there was when all that that I don't even want to say the name of the show, but when all that stuff started going down with Lazawalishk and the sugar
Mm-hmm.
daddies, we still don't know who had them or what allegedly went down, but a lot of these girls talk about Allah and stuff like that, and I'm like, I just think about it, and some people are gonna call me judgmental, but I'm just like, are you having these conversations with your sugar daddy about God and about
Yes.
Islam? Like, how do you, I don't know, I hope that they can realize, I hope that everybody realizes that constantly using religion to justify your awful behavior is not acceptable, and nobody cares. No matter how many times you're gonna use Allah's name like that, I'm still gonna be here to call you a piece of shit. And
Exactly.
Allah knows that too.
But
Allah knows
like
your heart better than me.
the amount of likes she still gets on her post, like 25K likes just on her wedding post, and then 18.8K likes on the other one that she posted before. It just, like just tells me as a lot about the Desi Awam. They like pretty things. They like to cover everything in makeup and
I
fancy
know.
juras, and then
Yeah, hard
just,
Shakir.
yeah, crazy.
Imad's wearing Sultan Couture official. Peppermint. Did you know what happened? So basically, people got really mad at like designers and stuff that were, posting that, oh look, they're wearing our clothes. And they
Mm-hmm.
had to like release like little like been saying like we do not condone any of this. Those are just our clothes.
We just get the clothes. Don't
Like,
bash us. We don't know what people
yeah,
do with the clothes.
yeah. We didn't know she's a terrible person.
Mm.
Hey, it is what it is. Business is business, and those boutiques have to, with such a big controversy, they're obviously going to share and that okay, look, they're wearing our clothes.
Mm.
Insane.
Priorities in life. I mean,
Well, what do you think is gonna happen next in the end for this?
I think the dude's gonna be a deadbeat. I don't think he's gonna take care of his kids. I kind of find it funny that, okay, it's not funny, but it's interesting that she was telling the cricket team to drop him. Sonia was telling them to drop him because,
Mhm.
girl, he's gonna need a job to give you a paycheck. Girl,
Yeah.
he what's he gonna give you if he doesn't have a job?
Well, dude, he can go get a job somewhere else like the rest of us. Go get yourself a 9 to 5. All right, work your ass off. There's a lot of people that are paying child support and they aren't. And you know what? This chick, she looks like she'll do okay for herself. And she looks like she's an involved mother. What really makes me sad is all of her posts are, she's on the cricket field, she's with her kids, and she's supporting him.
Yeah.
She's been like a stylish, supportive cricket wife, and she did not deserve any of this. And especially the children didn't. Maybe Sanya is a terrible person. We don't know, right? We don't know
Mm,
what happened between their marriage. But at the end of the day, the kids don't deserve this. She's still being a mom. She's still doing her mommy duties every single day. The only
hmm.
person who's missing from the picture is dad.
Yeah, he's playing house with someone else, and he's like, I'm gonna be there for my kids. Bro, where? Bro, where? Where the hell are you? Tell me. You are not at the hospital.
I know, and then with Nyla saying, "Oh, like if we are allowed to see his kids, honestly, you shouldn't be allowed to see them. If you don't want to be at the birth of your child, then do you deserve to be a part of their like life? Do you deserve to have any type of like custody with them? It needs to
Mm-hmm.
go through the court. Okay, it needs to. Obviously, things are so hostile right now that co-parenting is not like effective, and they probably are going to be going through lawyers and through a court to get custody in place. I don't think that he deserves to see to have even equal custody of his children if he's
Let's be
so
real.
busy.
Let's be real. He is not asking for equal custody.
No,
Let's
he's
be
not. And
real.
like with the posts and stuff that Nyla's making to
Mm,
make it seem like his children are being used against him. Which is insane how like contradictory she's being towards herself, because one moment you're saying that he's not allowed to see them, and then the next you were posting your in the comment section that, oh, you cannot use your children to manipulate. So which is it? Is she using her kids to get him, and she's offering children to him, and he's saying no, or is he begging to see his kids and she's saying no? Has to be one, right?
Hmm. Well, I hope she's proud of herself for getting the community D. Because we all know he's not gonna stop cheating. Sana
No.
Javed is like so funny because I feel like that girl is a Diane. I feel like she knows how to keep Shoaib Malik under control. But this dude, I don't get the vibes he's gonna come under control. He's so heartless. He is so
No.
heartless to his kids. Like, does she really think that he's gonna not do the same things to her?
Yeah, you make a great point, because yeah, Sana Javed is like an A-list celebrity in Pakistan. She's not a small name. She's very successful, and she's psychotic. Okay,
100%.
so yeah, she has a good grip on that guy. Nyla, you ain't got that grip. This guy, is he even posting about her? Did Imad even share their wedding photos? No, he didn't. There's always something satisfying when,
She
the guy won't post the other girl.
She locked down the community project, and she shouldn't have been a lawyer. She should have been a social worker since she likes working on projects like this.
Oh,
Oh man, like this is such a the
it's really
humanity is
sad.
just going away even more day by day. So disappointed because she's a grown ass woman. She's educated. She knows he has kids and she still went for it. Maybe he DM'd her. Maybe he was the one initiating. But those are the times where you got to think that, okay, if I
It's a
were in
married
his,
man.
yeah, he's a married man. If I were in his wife's position, would I want like my husband to be doing all this shit? No. But then she didn't think that. She was thinking about the come up. She was thinking about the glitz and the glamour. She wants to be the cricket wag.
She
Um,
does.
I mean, he's not gonna be playing cricket for much longer though, because he's like 37, and I don't know how much longer they play for.
Yeah, I don't know anything. Don't know anything about cricket. My husband, he's back there. He knows a lot about cricket. Um, I've talked about my knowledge of cricket. The only time I care is if it's Pakistan versus India, and then I'm just there to talk a lot of smack about
And then we
India,
lose every time.
and we lose, and then I'm like shamefully walking away, acting like I didn't just say all of that, but I don't know anything else about cricket. Um, and I just find the sport to be boring, but I don't find a lot of sports to be interesting. But there's always, cricket is kind of like football here in the U.S. with football stars, how they act, and these cricket stars are kind of the Pakistani equivalent to it. It's
Anyways,
really
Nyla, you suck. Imad, you suck.
Nyla and Imad
Sanya,
suck.
we wish you well. We wish you and your
We
kids
wish you
well.
well. Yeah, we hope your kids get and you get the justice that you deserve. And
Yeah.
praying for this tumultuous time I'm sure you're probably going through with these assholes. But we'll be here to constantly put pressure on their necks
And bash them.
in the best way that we know how to.
Sanya, we got your back by spilling the tea. I hope we
Yeah,
spilled the facts.
spill
And
the facts.
yes, LT, we gotta decide is who is the Chutiya in this situation? Is Imad Wasim the Chutiya?
He is.
Is what's her face? Naila Raja a Chutiya?
She is.
That's all we needed to know. It's
The LT stamp of Chutiya audio. Y'all, thanks for tuning in. And if you enjoyed this episode of Spill the Chai, stay tuned for our next segment, which will be next week, hopefully, which is our Drama Shame segment. We're going to be talking about the new drama with Hamza, Sohail, and Yamna Zaidi, which is I think Dekh Zara Pyar Se. It's supposed to be
Mm-hmm.
like a cutesy show. A couple episodes have already come out, so if you want to get caught up on it, we'll be talking about it soon. And we got other stuff planned too. Lots of stuff planned. We just gotta execute it now.
Yeah. If we don't fall asleep.
Exactly. It's been nice talking to you as always.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
All I ever wanted was a black grand national. Fuck being rational. Give them what they ask for.